Do we have an artifact? Oh, we do have an artifact. Oh gosh, we certainly do. Oh goodness, what is this? Hi everyone, I'm sorry about the sound. One, I haven't got my mic with me, and two, I still haven't got the phone back on this camera, so it's not necessarily going to be great. But I had to video it because I'm back on this amazing site, and today I'm doing the orchard. So it's an ancient orchard. It goes back potentially to the Doomsday Book. There may have been a monastery on this site at some point, and Prince Arthur, Henry VIII's son, who should have been king but unfortunately died early, and his brother Henry became Henry VIII. But Prince Arthur was in fact the Prince of Wales. So as if there's not enough history, this place is just teeming in it. You can just tell from the age of some of these trees, just amazing. So I'm back, got the Manticore set up, ready to go. So let's see what we can find. Fingers crossed. Okay, here we go. Gonna have to guess on the angle of the camera, because for some reason my camera phone's gone flat. So boots on. I'm hoping after this entrance that it's not going to be too mucky, not to touch the electric fence too much. Get past the really wet bit and we'll get going. Got 2 horses in here apparently. I've got all of this orchard to do. Only ponies, I'm told. They don't bother nobody, so they shouldn't mind me being here. Turn the volume up because I'm not doing headphones today. All train general, noise cancel. Yeah, very consistent. Should be good to go. There's not just loads of rubbish in here. I'll start over here. So I'm told along this bit may have been an ancient monastery. Don't know how close I can get to the electric fence without. No, it's alright. So, potential of an ancient monastery, potential of Prince Arthur. Henry VII's son used to stay here with Catherine of Aragon, who I'm sure you've heard of. Later married his brother after he died, and then lost her head. Well, he got an 87, but it's right on the surface. It's right there. Should be able to see it. There it is. Whatever it is. Is it a socket? Like a door lock, security lock. Oh, that's different. I'll go in the big bag. Very interesting. Not as ancient as I was hoping, that one. Messy. Oh no, too messy. Okay, trust the Manticore. The Manticore will tell you what to dig. I keep making my own decisions after it's told me not to, and it keeps proving itself to be right and me wrong. So yeah, I've got to trust this machine. Thought being an orchard, in days gone by they would have come for walks and sits in the sunshine and picnics in here. Oh, nice. Not so nice. Diggable. Oh, not that big actually. Okay. Trying to get back towards it. About 4 or 5 inches deep. 62, just below the line. But that could be the soil. So we'll see what happens when we're down there. See if the signal improves once the clod's out, or indeed if it comes out with the clod. Promising signal like that. Yeah, it should be about visible then, I would have said. Just down here. Let's do it gently then. There's a stone there again, lot of stones here, which could be old stone from the monastery, I guess. And it's a coin. Beautiful. Straight in, I think it's a toasted coin. Not going to get much off that at the moment. Let it dry out. Got a hint of something on this side. Maybe. Right, I'll let it dry out, clean it up, I'll put it up on the video, whatever it may or may not be. But that's good. That's first find, and exactly the sort of thing we want. It was 65, so yeah, good chance that's a Georgian halfpenny. Oh, hang on. Check your hole. Yeah, that's it. There's another one. Very similar look, 66, 68. So maybe it's same sort of depth, same sort of signal. Again, depending on the use of the field, any stuff put down, animals, so we have horses here, and their excrement soaks down into the soil. That can affect the coins down there. It's a bit low now, that one is. It's on gone down the line a bit. Might not be as good, but again we'll see. It sounded very, very similar to the last coin. Oh, here it is. And I think it'd be a coin. Oh my goodness, that's thin. Got a nice imprint there as well. Don't think it's a button. Wow, that's got to be a copper hammered, I think, to be that thin. It's a gloves off job, this one. Soft brush, very soft brush. You can see something on there, I think. Oh, goodness me. Trying to hold it so gently. Definitely a copper alloy. That's going to have to dry out as well. How thin that is. Holy. So, not even sure what copper hammers we had over here. There are markings on it, but it may just be decay. Wow. Goodness me, it's just fine. How did you pick that one up, Mr. Manticore? Awesome. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That definitely looks like a hammered, but a copper hammered, which is not what I was expecting at all. I was saying about the material and the soil quality affecting how things deteriorate, and that's not as good as the hammered I had in Belgium, but it's amazing it exists at all. So that's pretty cool. Wow. Oh, looking forward to my clean up when I get back. In the meantime, I don't want to go back. I want to find lots more. Would be right under a tree, wouldn't it? It's on the boundary of being any good and being rubbish. Wondering if there's a bit of something else down there with it. Okay, so about 7 or 8 inches, maybe only 6 if it's something small. It's going to be very difficult to dig. It's right under the tree, it's going to be right by the roots. Let's see if I can get in this side. Under a tree is always a good spot to look. Stuck there. Not sounding quite so good now it's uncovered, which is quite often the case with little targets. But then it has got a lot of roots under here, just in that side, so yeah, fairly accurate. Or is it? It's over there. Still down there. Might be deeper. Very difficult in the roots, isn't it? It's out, I think. Is it in there? In there? Is it there? No? Oh man, I've lost it now then. That. It's that. It's a bit of a nail. Bit of a nail after all that. That's why it didn't sound so good once we got in there then. Ah well. No worries. On to the next. Near enough. Small again, gosh, small. Just about there. How deep? Only about 6 inches, but very small. Ground's still quite damp after all the weather we've had. Taking fairly large clods, one because they go back in nicely, and two, I don't want to risk anything with these weak signals. Mr. Worm, you're big, but you're enjoying the wet weather. Just check that, might have to go a bit deeper yet then, if that's the case. Just move that in case it's picking it up out of the clod. No, it's bang in the middle, must just be deeper. Did I see something then? Was it just a leaf? It's working. Hang on. Down there. Okay, let's go in gently with the spade then. It's just off on this side a bit. Aha! This is something. Looks coin-like to me. Yay! 3. Go on. Back. Toasted again. Halfpenny size again. Gently, gently, gently. Oh, I don't know. Actually, it looks like a crown to me. So that's not normal. I don't know if you can see that. It looks a bit like a crown here. So perhaps that's actually a token of some sort. Or perhaps it's a button. No, I'm afraid it's another. Let it dry, I'll see what I can get. That does look like a crown there to me. So I don't know what that would be. Quite thin again. So we could be going early Georgian, George the First. Very, very thin. Got 3 coins so far, all of them very early. Maybe they know where it is. Oh. Right in the middle of that horse poo. So 60, only about 4 inches down. It's a little bit high, all the others have been a bit low, so it is a bit high on the scale, but it's diggable. It's not that deep, so we'll go for it. Try not to kneel in the horse's doobies. Be nice in the clod, really. Which, oh my goodness, completely changed now it's out. So what is that? Still a decent signal, but the numbers are totally different. It's a much higher number. Yeah, bottle cap or a ring pull or a nail. This? What is that? What is that? Oh my god, it actually looks like a matrix seal, but it's probably a bolt. Ah, look at that, that looks just like a matrix seal. Rubbish now, aren't we? Oh. Despite the rubbish, let's have a look then, because that's coming up 18 karat gold right on the surface. Oh, not right on the surface actually. It's a really good signal then. Okay. Let's go in carefully then. Not to damage anything. Yeah, funny sort of 18 karat gold that. Like a piece of lead to me. Oh, what a shame. That's right on the surface, that is. It's right there, right on the surface. It's right at the pinpoint. Gonna be rubbish in it. Bit further back. Oh, look at that. Not even fired. Not even fired, still alive. And poor horses here. I shall stay in this field till I've done it all, then I'll come across to yours. Oh. But at the moment we've got a beautiful signal here. It's quite shallow though. Not another shotgun shell, is it? I think it's very deep. Fence, I'm not sure if it's on or not, but I'd rather not find out the hard way. Banging signal. Maybe it's a bang coin or something to spring it out from under the electric fence. Right in the middle here, oh, it is. Lead then, isn't it? Lead. Right near the surface though. Is it a thing or is it just lead? It's just lead. Yeah, it's got some age to it though. Put it in the box rather than in the bag. Almost as if there's a few things here. It's a spill, so we'll take the back one first and then move across. Interesting. Rubbish then. The main offender's in here, isn't it? Is it? Or is that just me? foil. See that? Oh my goodness. There it is. No idea. No idea, tiny little thing. What is that? Definitely that. But what is it? Is it just a bit of something, or is it a something? Looks like a something. Not going to tell out here though. Put that in with the other something then. Two tiny somethings together. Don't lean on the electric fence. Loads more here, whatever they are. What? So is that one deeper? It's a little bit deeper, isn't it? Okay, interesting. Oh, 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 how about that? How about that? Hiding under those little things. Oh, it's a bit corroded on the back. Who've we got? going to say it's George, but I think it's a Vicky. Is it? Who is it? Who is that? Obviously a penny. I'm thinking a young Vicky, they're always crowded just where the name is, aren't they? No, it's got to be George. It's a George, isn't it? That's it. Why hasn't it got his name here? If it was George, his name would be down here, and it isn't. Not going to get a date either, because that's really badly mucked up on the back, isn't it? Keep thinking George, then I keep going, no, it's a bun. Bun, like young Victoria. And then I look and it's a George. Okay, clean it up, give you a better view when I get back. Start the other way. Oh, what a beautiful sound. One of these days it's not going to be silver foil. So, about 6 inches, depending on the size of it. Silver foil or hammered coin. If it's gone now, it's going to be silver foil in the top of this clod. That's a bit disappointing. It's not even here, is it? Is it right in the top? Oh no. There it is, look. Famous silver foil. Oh, 83. Ooh, that's a nice one, isn't it? She's down, George the 5th. Probably not now I said that, but it sounds good. That's the sort of sound it's making anyway. Look. Oh. Blood. Still down there. Actually sounding George the 3rd now I'm down there. It's probably going to be a nail then. Just down here. Let's get the trowel, easy out gently. Is that 8 coin I see before me? I do believe it is. Oh, let's be gentle with it. because that is a George. I'm thinking it's the first. I know it's the third. It's Mr. Potato Head, but a nice one actually. Not going to do that anymore, let that dry out. Hope you can see that. So it says George here. 111 there, or I. And you can see the laurel wreath on his head and he's facing to the right. So we should, on the back, have Britannia if the back survived. And usually it says Brit. Ania. And you can as well. Beauty. Not going to touch it any more than that. So you can see her seated there. Brit. Ania. And normally the date would be on the front. I'm going to have to let him dry out, but that's a beauty. 1790, 1770, 1790 something. Let him dry out. Not going to harass him anymore because that's absolute gorgeous. Probably 1797, around about there. What a beauty. Absolute gorgeous coin. Called it as well. Called it. Gonna call this one as well. Not as deep. Now we've dropped on the honey pot, haven't we? Now we found a nice bit of the field. Yeah, same ring to it. Deep actually. To be pinging up a signal like that unless I'm off centre. No, it's right here. Okay, roll to ease the side out then. There she is. Oh my life. Can we get an imprint? No, it doesn't look quite as good this one, does it? Get my softest brush. I think it's another one. No, I need to let this dry out, I think. Let it dry out. Pretty confident that's another one now. Same size, same signal like this, and in cracking condition. Fantastic. Right, I think I deviated a bit, didn't I? So let's get back to the left a bit. That's very different. .41, potentially deep, or it's very small. Well, we're getting stuff now, aren't we? 41, what's 41? Lead, button. Still down there. Deep then, or it's just in the side. Deep. Another 2 or 3 inches yet. It should dig better. Always scares me though, going this deep. Really don't want to damage anything I dig up. Let's just try the pointer first in case it came out. I've dislodged it. I think it's out in this clod then somewhere. It's here. Is it here? Is it not out yet? It is. What have we got? Do we have an artifact? Oh, we do have an artifact. Oh gosh, we certainly do. Oh goodness, what is this? It's like it's made of bronze. Obviously had 3 spikes. Could be a horse decoration, but gosh, it's very deep and lavish. If it did. It got 3 holes in it. What on earth could this be? I think this is one for the flow, because it looks bronze. It's a decoration. It's very deep set. Unusual to be a horse decoration that deep set. I'm thinking something more exciting actually. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with it any further. It can go in one on its own, and that is going to the flow. Because that looks quite exciting. Wow, check your hole. Bearing in mind that could have been a monastery here. That could be something really exciting. So what on earth is this thing? It's amazing, it looks old, but I had no clue whatsoever what it was. So I sent it off to the flow, emailed it and emailed some pictures to the flow on Sunday night, a few hours after I'd found it. That got sent on to the PAS team at Birmingham Museum, who are part of the British Museum, and they came straight back by 11 o'clock Monday morning with an identification that it was a child's toy, medieval child's toy, of a fuddling cup. So what the heck's a fuddling cup? It's a triple cup, 3 cups fused together, and the idea is you fill them with beer and you try and drink them. And because the 3 are fused together and all full of beer, it's totally impossible. You can drink the one, but the other 2 are going to pour over your head. So loads of fun. Apparently they've been around since the Roman times, well known throughout medieval. And this is a bronze or heavy copper alloy kids toy of a fuddling cup. So estimate 1400 to 1600. Waiting for the full record. What I'll do is I'll add the link in the bottom of the video description in the text so that you can see the actual record, because it's gone now to the British Museum and they're going to check it out. And on the end of the video I'll do a little bit of us actually taking it in to see the Paz in Ludlow Museum and handing it over, and he was pretty excited. So I'll tag that on the end of the video, so don't miss that. But there we have it, child's toy. Sort of thing you give your kids, isn't it? A bronze thing of a drinking game. So loads of medieval fun, and exactly the right period in time for when Prince Arthur would have been there as a young boy on that premises. So who knows, it could actually be Prince Arthur's toy from when he was a kid. Amazing. So hope you like that. There's only 5 previously recorded by the British Museum, so this will be number 6. It's there now, it's all been catalogued and photographed and recorded. So very exciting, find of a lifetime. And yeah, I thought I'd break into the video here just to explain that. And now let's get back to the rest of the afternoon. Wow, what an amazing afternoon. What an amazing afternoon. Okay, so you're right there, 4 inches deep, 44, so that's either lead or gold. What would we like? I'd quite like gold. Near to an ancient tree. Yeah, it's right there in the hole. Nice depth. Slightly on that side. That's always going very high and wide. Ooh, have I popped it? I have. We're out. Is it in here? Hang on. What? Oh, there it is. See a button? I wonder if it's a plated button then. Oh, it's a little beauty, and it's still got the back on. Look at that, and the depth that came from as he drops it. Came from a right depth, unusual signal, but maybe it was plated at some point. Gilt. beauty. Bit high, but it's deep. It's not that big. 50, and it could be another button. Could be something more exciting. It's quite deep again. That button was quite deep. Not far from here. Might be slightly off there. Let's take a back chunk out. Not getting anything now, which is a concern. It may be in the depth shield in it, but might be something on the side. No, nothing. Nothing anywhere. Oh, Mr. Manticore, where is it? No, that's a spade. Bang in the middle. It's just going to be really deep again then, isn't it? Wait to say it's in the middle of that hole, which is right under something solid. Let's try it again. Don't know. The pinpointer's not getting it now. We'll have to give up. And it is, so let's go for it. It could be that now it's exposed, it's a horseshoe again. And it's ignoring it. Yeah, it is. It is, isn't it? Very ancient nail, actually. Don't mind them too much. You do ping up though. About 14 inches down. No. Mr. Manticore, he's saying no. Don't dig that. He says he's got better things to find. Like that. Bit chirrupy. There's two targets here. Deepish, so it could be rubbish. Always difficult when it's a double target. Seems to be across this way. do this. And you just got to remember, look for the second one. And hope your spade doesn't go through one of them where you're bringing the clod out. Oh, zilch. That means it's rubbish in the clod, doesn't it? Complete rubbish. Now that we fetched it out. Down here somewhere, but it's rubbish, I think. Or it might have just gone on the side, I guess. No, it's rubbish. See the iron. See it? Yeah. Okay. Nice to have a clean field. Oh, okay. Oh, splodge. Concerned about that one, really. It might just be something big and shallow. Not holding my breath though, I have to say. Yeah, shallow as I expected. Oh, don't even need to look, do I? It'd be lovely if it was gold, but I'm thinking it's not gold. Didn't need to turn that on, did we? George the Third. It's not that deep though, is it? It's work there. It might be 4 or 5 inches. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? You want to see what we got now, don't you?
It sounded good.
It sounded like a George the Third.
Did it?
Yeah. I've had 2 so far.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, still potentially. Although there he is.
Coin.
Yeah, another one.
Awesome. What sort of coin is it?
I don't know, it looks a little bit brighter, that one. Just thinking it's a 2p.
Is it?
Let's have a look. Shouldn't be that number.
Amazing.
It's a 2p.
What year is that then?
Let's give it a wash off. They're not going to do it any harm if it's a 2p. Don't wash the coppers, but this one won't make any odds, will it? It's normally on the face, isn't it? Somewhere. It's too blooming dark and too dark and dirty now. to be up here somewhere, didn't it? No, I don't know if your eyes are any better
No,
than
I need
mine.
my glasses.
No, I got my glasses on, but I'm still. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, bring it down to the car. Leave that there for now, and I'll just get you to move the car, and I'll have a look.
1971.
Is it?
$47, $49.50. Red button, gold. Reasonable depth. Could be a gilt button, of course. Just pulled my shoelace out again, that's annoying. Doesn't sound quite so good now, unfortunately. It doesn't sound quite so good. Right in the middle again. Mr. Manticore does centre up nicely, doesn't he? Wasn't that deep then, was it? At all. In that case. Let's split it then. What? Still in the main bit. Okay, it's in the middle of the main bit. How have I messed that up then? It's right near the blooming top. It's probably a broken button. Off a button, blimey. Oh, I'm losing the light now, aren't I? Losing the light. Right, and off we go. Well, what a fantastic afternoon. Beautiful place, beautiful countryside, and some cracking finds. Stuff there. Certainly that artifact needs to go for the flow. Some George III's, Victoria or George. Lots of other stuff to try and identify. So I'm hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. Hopefully I'll be back next weekend because there's lots more to do. All of that behind me is land as well to be done. So hopefully I'll be back soon. Hope you stick with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's all free. And join in and see the rest of what's to come. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed it and catch you next time. Bye now. Hi everyone. So at the Ludlow Library and Museum, here to meet the PAS officer. Hopefully he'll let us record. If not, we'll give you an update when we come out. Okay. Lovely. Thank you.
It's a bit messy. I'm just covering for Clara until they return back in March.
Fine.
So
It's
I'll
fine.
just put my stuff here, there, and everywhere.
They do it on the table, or
Do you take a seat? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
so it's just one primarily. I brought some of the bits that I was going to show the landowner
Yeah, sure.
as well, but it's this one primarily. I don't know if you've heard from Paz emailed me and asked me to come in.
Yeah. I've been listening.
Linked it to other known artifacts, so there's 5 others.
Oh, brilliant.
So this should be number 6
Yeah.
ever, which is good. And it's that.
So you've been able to identify this one then, yeah?
So the British Museum, or PAS, identified it.
I've just dropped it there.
That's alright. So they're saying it's a child's toy football cup, which would make it from the 14 to 1600s.
That's correct, yeah.
And as I say, there's 5 others from what I've seen on the PAS site.
Yeah, I mean, I think because I'm not too. I've only just started in this role. I've never seen one of these before, but my colleague Teresa was able to identify it, and
that's
she was
amazing.
Like,
I've done Google images, I've done everything.
Yeah.
And there was just nothing coming back at all.
Yeah, I was a bit lost.
They sent me the link to the one, and that had the reference to the other 4. So I had a look at those, which are all these. I mean, by all means, you know that anyway.
It's made of lead alloy by the looks of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a bronze, isn't it? So a copper alloy or a lead alloy.
Yeah, it looks like a white metal, but it's
quite
heavy.
It's quite hard and heavy, like a bronze. So I immediately thought it was a bronze.
So it's because the ones that we have recorded, I don't know if you saw them, but they're more like pewter and they're like lighter. So it's really substantial one. This is basically it's quite nice to see one with a bit of heft to it.
Because I thought that it did seem quite a substantial hard one, which is why with the weight I thought it was a bronze.
Yeah.
And you can see it's really rough cast, but the legs are lovely because they're proper curved legs on it.
So if you found a pot leg before, you probably recognise them slightly as you do find larger bronze examples of the real things. So
I thought it was bronze. Couldn't especially see where the handles be. It's almost as if it was a nipped handle on it, but it could have had a handle out there, but I don't see any way it would have joined back on, unless it was just a small handle. But it's definitely the right sort of thing.
Oh yeah, no.
For what they said.
Without a doubt, yeah.
But it is got a lot of weight, which made it feel really bronzy or copper alloy-ish.
Yeah, well, this is just.
I haven't even looked at those yet.
Firmly in the medieval period now. Yeah. So I was going to ask if you have anything else from the same period there, but is this presumably the first piece that's turned up from that sort of?
Yeah, it's only the second time I've done it. So I'll put the time and date I found it.
That's perfect.
Grid reference.
Oh, this is great. So it's very useful. This is to have it all here. But you should chase
so that's
people
the spot on grid reference for where it was found.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the landowner and the address.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I had a few bits there. Got Druid's head token. Can't really see much of the head. But there's a Druid's head on the back there.
Anglesey Mines.
So that's the Anglesey Mines. Yeah. So that's because there's all the mining around where we live. What else? A lead token, so that could be actually quite early. That's like a farming token, but that could be quite an early one.
Yeah, that one. It's probably late medieval to post medieval by the looks of it. Yeah.
Bag seal. So from the fertiliser and stuff that they use in the farms. So again, that's a couple of 100 years old. A livery button.
That's a nice one,
I've got
isn't it?
two. I've got two livery buttons. Both of these are for local estates. I think this one comes down to the one on the road from Clehill into Ludlow. There's that big hall on the left, and it was the Wedgwoods who did the Wedgwood pottery.
Oh yeah.
I think it's that one. The other one comes from a hall the other way, which I can't remember now.
I'm trying to think of the name of the hall. Opposite the Bitterly Turn, isn't it?
Yeah, but Wedgwoods bought that with all the money made off doing the pottery.
Oh.
But that's their family crest, so that would have been on all their staff would have worn that.
This is a lovely find here. American 1 cent, but from 1837. So this is pre-Civil War America. Yeah. They call these large head busts because they sort of decrease the copper in them.
Aston on Clun last Sunday.
Yeah.
So Saturday before. I found that. So I found hardly anything. Yeah. Some coins that were really poor, loads of 20 odd shotgun caps.
Yeah.
And then on the last field, I turned that up, and it's like.
It's funny that you get because
what the heck is that?
I know it was
6
only
inches down in Shropshire.
In like 20 years since we burned down their White House or something, so I don't know how it's made it over here. But yeah, that's wonderful because you find a lot of American coins post World War 1 and 2, obviously, when they stationed troops over here. Not a lot of them beforehand, especially not pre-Civil War.
When I got the date, and the condition's amazing.
It's really nice,
especially in the sheep field because it's pasture sheep. They usually dissolve everything.
It's quite acidic, isn't it? No, so it seems to be in like a protected little clod or something that's kept it all nice. No, that's really nice. Do you like my American coins whenever I see them?
And then that one, don't know. People have said slave tags used to be like that, made of lead. Again.
So issue with lead is it's got quite a long use period, basically, all the way from Roman, pre-Roman, all the way to modern. It's got a hole there, so it certainly looks like it's been hanging. Could be a hanging weight, or it potentially could have been a tag of some kind. I mean, it'd be depending on what context you found this from, date-wise. You know, if it's post-medieval stuff coming from it, probably.
I've only really got 3 places I detect. So all of this. Except for the scent, is off just 2 fields. That's
a piece of lead as well.
Yeah, I wasn't sure on that because it's quite heavy.
Yeah.
More bronzy, that one did.
I'm inclined to say lead just because of the breakpoint there. So it's got quite a white metal colour, or lead alloy, probably not pure lead, but it's an interesting little piece, isn't it?
Markings on,
it has,
my eye.
Almost looks like it's kind of been pressed together like 2 layers almost, because it's I don't know if I could give you a date or a use for this thing. It's certainly quite old, isn't it? That's a nice picture. What do you say?
So I found it just as a button.
Yeah.
I thought it was a livery button.
Sure.
And the livery place on Facebook said, "Get off our site." It's a hunt button.
Okay.
So I contacted the Ludlow Hunt.
Yeah.
And it's a hare. It's a TH.
Yeah.
So we believe it's hare coursing from Temporary Hunt.
Oh wow!
But I can't find anything out about them.
Yeah.
6 months earlier, I found a lump of lead in the same opposite end of the same field.
Yeah.
Which didn't mean anything to me. And then when I was cataloguing everything at Christmas to tidy up and label it, I realised it's exactly the same thing.
Well spotted.
So it's a big lead token.
Lead token, yeah.
But again, for Temporary Hunt, so I can't even think why. This one being gilt, only the master of the hunt gets to wear the gilt buttons.
Oh, so it's a nice one, yeah.
So that would have been the master. But there's apart from Temporary Races, which was run by Temporary Hunt in the 1700s, prior to that when it was a hunt, can't find anything out.
So that button in the 1700s, it's like a flat D, isn't it? So so that's probably when that comes from.
That's great. Well,
but obviously I think this probably tops.
Well, this is
all of it.
Amazing, really, and the condition of it is great. We can take this in. We'll get a photograph for you and record it if you're happy for us to do that. It's not a treasure case, luckily. So it's if it had a precious metal content of above 10%, then it would be classed as treasure. That's sort of how we do these things, basically.
Yeah, I know all the rules have changed this last year, so I didn't know.
No. Because objects of significance we now class as treasure as well. The significance value is pretty high, so we're talking like stuff that will give museums a chance to acquire stuff. But we'd be more than happy to get that on database, especially if there's only about 5 examples on there. You know, it's 1.6 million objects on there, so you know, if there's only 5 other examples in the UK, then that's quite significant.
Because on each one it says similar ones, or other ones,
other records
linked to it,
the
records, and I went through all of them, and it only ends up as 5.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'd never seen it. I know. Teresa has been doing it for 14 years, she's my boss, and she saw it, she was like, wow, I don't see these very often, this is really had to kind of, you know, scratch the bottom of the barrel in a memory bank to find that, but yeah, that's great. If out of these, I'd probably be re-recording that one, and I suppose there's a case to be made for the Anglesey Mines one as well, just because it's interesting to see kind of Welsh token turn up. All with France and stuff.
I'll bring those in next time, so I'll get you a grid reference and date then. So I've got everything time and dated for every find.
It's very useful. Yeah, we do try and encourage metal detectorists to kind of record where they find them, because otherwise, when you take them out of the field, they lose their context. Yeah, something that we try and do more often really is kind of collaborate with metal detectorists, because ultimately you folks are bringing up a lot of history and there hasn't been enough, I think, collaboration between metal detectorists and archaeologists. You know, they might have been at odds in the past, you know, but I think we're really trying to push for just communication and working alongside each other, because it's the best way we can kind of preserve heritage, really. So, yeah, I'll keep your eyes out for anything local, actually. That's great. I'll give you an email when we've recorded it, and it'll be live on the database, so you'll be able to view it. I can send you the link as well. But yeah, congratulations. That's a really, really cool find. I think my colleagues have been jealous of me, because we do like doing unique things on it.
I am spot, but I haven't.
You might be too young to write.
Because I don't like to. And I haven't put any water on it either, it's only gently dry.
I can appreciate, I can see how it's not been cleaned, and I appreciate that, because some finders, they're really into their cleaning, and it's just, you can end up devaluing an object for worse.
Well, some I will, but I only use the ionised water if I do, but that one, it's only been gently brushed. And the holes cleaned out with a cocktail stick so you couldn't scratch.
That's brilliant. Yeah, I've recorded a thimble. I found 2 medieval thimbles, one that was pushed into the other one. And the metal detectorist who found them, he was quite experienced, he didn't clean with water either. So when he got to pulling one out of the other, he found a bit of parchment that had been wrapped and placed in between the 2 thimbles, and it had some letters on. And they were about 1400 to 1500 these came from, so it couldn't really make out what was on the parchment, but if he'd washed it, that would have been gone in a second, basically. 400-year-old parchment doesn't last once you get water on it.
I tested out the holes really carefully in case there was something in there that wasn't. It's only supposed to have beer in it, isn't it? So.
Yeah, not a lot of that, right? So you're not getting drunk on that. Great, well, we'll have this back for you in a bit, and then whenever you're ready, just make another appointment with me Wednesday for the booking section.
I'll bring the whole box.
Please, if you have, you know, I love it. I love looking through stuff and saying, oh, I have that, you know, I will report that. If you have anything you're interested in, just bring it to me, or send me a picture, and I can give you my best idea of it. If not, I'll ask my boss, because she's super intelligent and she knows what she's doing. So usually it'll be like, Teresa, what do you think of this?